net profit. So if I was to do this, right, so let's take off 20% if you've been extravagant, right? So that's 16,000 a month for your expenses, which I don't think you would use that much, to be honest with you. But then it will give you 60,000 a month for placing people permanently. Are you getting me? Because this is gold. What I'm giving you here, it's gold. Because as you get stronger and stronger month by month, you're gonna learn. You'll start off with 2 staff, then you'll start off with 3, then you start off with 4, and then 5, then 6. You'll get bigger and bigger and bigger, because the organization is going to come to you to place staff, because they know that you're going to really be looking and sourcing for staff for them. I want you for 2024 to have a work-life balance where you enjoy what you're doing and it's not becoming stressful for you, for example. Whereas when you're placing temporary workers, for example, and we'll do it this way, 83,250 is what you're bringing in a month, for example. We divide this by, I'm just going to do it, divide by 4, so that's 20,000 a week. Let's then look at how many staff members that you need to put in. So say if you was paying someone, say £22 an hour, that's a lot of staff. So you've got to look at that £22 an hour that you're paying them. But let's really break this down. If we say 20,000 a week, and your rates are, say for example, if it's £23, you got to cover 869 hours to get, it's nearly 1,000 hours a week to get 20,000 a week. Whereas when you place 3 staff members a week, for example, permanently, is giving you 20,000. This 869 hours for the temporary workers that I just mentioned, hours that you need to cover in order to make the 20,000 a week. Let's divide that by 40, just to give you an example. So you need 21 staff members to be working to produce 20,000 a week, as opposed to 3 staff a week to produce 20,000 a week. Whereas with the temporary staff members that you're placing for the 869 hours a week, you got to pay all of the bills. You got to pay the tax, possibly, the tax, unless they're contractors, for example. So you've got that to deal with. Then you've got all the paperwork that you're dealing with, the rostering. Then you've got your staff members that have to manage those hours a week. It adds up. It's still profitable, don't get me wrong, but the work that it takes to place 21 staff members a week is more work than placing just 3 staff members a week with care homes, hospitals, etc. And you know what? There's no on call. No on call. There's no issues apart from if the person doesn't turn up. You always make sure when you're doing a permanent placement that you've got a backup to put in place just in case the person steps away and doesn't show up, for example. And it's the same for when you're providing temporary staff as well, because they don't show up, so you've got to always have a backup. But I just want to leave you with today to think about what type of agency do you want to be in your heart of hearts. What type of agency do you want to be? Where do you want to start with? That's going to fit in with your family life, that is not going to cause you mental stress, that is not going to cause your staff members to be overworked, for example. Where do you really see yourself realistically? Are you doing permanent placement or are you doing temporary placement? Which one? Because one is more heavier than the other. You want it light, and you want to also make a profit from it, and you want to have that work-life balance. So what do you think, everyone? Comment in the chat. Do you want to do temporary agency or permanent agency? Tomorrow, because we'll be finishing shortly, tomorrow we're going to go into where to look for permanent placements, and we're going to look for where to look for temporary placements. So let me know, do you want work-life balance? Let me know, do you want temporary? Let me know, do you want permanent placement? Because tomorrow will be an eye-opener for you. Because I think we need to start looking at what is really what we really, really want. What do we want? Because we may, like I said, we may see this agency that is doing extremely well and they're really, really busy. But what is going on behind the scenes that you're not seeing? Do you think they're getting work-life balance? I don't think so. Do you think that they're on call constantly? Out of hours? Do you think when they've gone home with their mobile phone, they've got the on-call phone, do you think that phone doesn't ring because someone's gone off sick or someone's running late, or there's been a serious issue or a staff accident? There's so many things that you have to deal with when you're doing a temporary agency, and you got to be in a strong position to be able to cope. And sometimes you have to neglect your family, and I'm being truthful and honest here. You have to get someone to come and look after your child or something whilst you rush out and see to someone to make sure that they're safe. So what is the balance that you want for your life? Do you want the heavy or do you want the light? So I hope that you found this helpful today, because tomorrow's training I'm going to be showing you about the temp and the permanent contracts, but you need to understand what type of agency do you want to be, because there's no point, otherwise you're guessing. You got to think, is this right for me? Does this fit in with my family life? Can I do this long term? If If you're doing something short term, that's different because, you know, it's a short term thing. But long term, it will have an effect if you don't scale and grow with staff members and team members, because you can't do this all by yourself. So I hope that you've enjoyed today. Let me know in the comments that it was helpful and that you've really understood where it is that you want to be, because 2024 is about really stopping, pausing, looking at where you want to be. And it's okay to pivot. It's okay to pivot. So we have got our boot camp, which is next week. We've got a guest speaker on. We've got our coach on as well. We've got the one of the group members is going to be doing a presentation on software, for example, for your agency as well in the boot camp. This is, we're going to have them here as well. I'm not just saying just for the boot camp, but we do have the boot camp next week, Tuesday, Wednesday and Thursday. It's 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. for example. But tomorrow, what I'd like you to do is to stay tuned and to join me tomorrow, because I'm going to go into the contracts for permanent and temporary placements. Do book a free 15-minute with our team so that we can discuss with you about our contract service as well as our boot camp that we've got next week, which is the contracts boot camp, which starts at 9 o'clock till 5 p.m. We've got, at the moment, we've got 16 staff members on the team as well. So we've got 4 in our bid writing team, we've got 4 in our recruitment team, we've got 3 in our social media team as well, and we've got admin and personal assistants as well. So I hope that you found today helpful. Do book a free 15-minute consultation with myself or our team, and we will gladly help you to decide whether you want to go the permanent route or the contracts, temporary contracts route. Okay, because there is plenty of work out there for everyone, but think about what you want to do for 2024. So I hope you've enjoyed today. Please do give me some likes in the comments here. Let me know that you're watching live or whether you're watching the replay. I can't see your comments at the moment, so I'm kind of just talking here to the camera that I can see in front of me. So thank you so much everyone for being here. I hope that you've enjoyed today. Have a wonderful, blessed day. Take care. God bless you. Take care. Goodbye. Thank you. See you tomorrow. Bye everyone. Thank you. Oh, thank you, Katerina. I've just seen you there. Thank you so much. Take care. Goodbye.